In the frozen depths of the Veil Nebula, where ionized hydrogen particles danced in ethereal patterns under the distant light of dying stars, the Skrill reconnaissance ship Nightshade glided with the lethal elegance of a cosmic serpent through interstellar emptiness. Its active camouflage systems, based on revolutionary metamaterials that manipulated electromagnetic waves through an intricate network of strategically distributed hexagonal micro-resonators across the hull, distorted not only visible light, but the entire complex spectrum of radiation that might betray its presence to enemy detection systems. So Skrill technology had taken entire millennia to perfect, through generations of dedicated scientists. A sophisticated combination of adaptive lenticular lenses and state-of-the-art Peltier thermoelectric panels that altered both the thermal signature and optical reflection of the ship in real time, instantly responding to environmental changes and rendering it virtually a silent ghost in the cosmic void. Captain Valar, a respected veteran of 4 decades of clandestine operations in the most dangerous territories of the galaxy, watched the complex sensory data with the intense feline concentration characteristic of his ancestral species. His iridescent scales, which normally shimmered with hypnotic bluish tones under normal lighting due to their specialized microscopic structure refracting light at precise angles, remained deliberately opaque in the carefully calculated dimness of the command bridge. The Skrill had evolved as lethal nocturnal predators on their homeworld, a planet of eternal nights, where only the quietest and most cunning survive the hostile conditions. And this deeply rooted genetic heritage had made them unrivaled masters of advanced spatial stealth. Their complex military culture, developed and refined over millennia of brutal interplanetary conflicts, valued above all silent observation, meticulous intelligence gathering, and detailed strategic analysis, always prioritizing these skills over direct confrontation. A philosophy that had served them extraordinarily well in the intricate and dangerous galactic politics, where information meant absolute power and guaranteed survival. The current mission represented both a valuable strategic opportunity and an extremely dangerous, calculated risk. Humanity, that biologically young and behaviorally unpredictable species that had dramatically emerged as an independent and formidable military force after long centuries of oppressive domination by various established galactic factions, had recently established its own strategic military patrol routes in Sector X9, a region previously considered neutral territory. Fragmentary military intelligence reports on their technological and tactical combat capabilities were not only scarce, but also often contradictory and bewildering. Some ultra-secret documents indicated military technology apparently comparable to that of other established and respected galactic species. Other, more recent and disturbing reports suggested revolutionary and completely baffling technological innovations that directly challenged all accepted paradigms of space warfare and interstellar combat. The devastating and shocking military demonstration that the humans had executed against an entire fleet of the powerful Galactic Council just a few months earlier had sent seismic waves of terror and disbelief throughout the entire established interstellar community. Valar had meticulously and obsessively studied every available fragment of data on human military engagements, analysing battle videos, reports from traumatized survivors, and recovered technological debris. And what he discovered through this exhaustive investigation deeply unsettled him to his core. Humans seem to operate according to tactical and strategic principles that fundamentally contradicted all established doctrines of space combat developed and tested over millennia. Their military technology exhibited impossible characteristics that suggested an advanced and almost transcendent understanding of applied quantum physics, real-time adaptive electronic warfare, and detection and tracking systems operating through physical methods that even the most advanced Skrill science could not explain or even superficially comprehend. It was precisely when Nightshade's ultra-sensitive primary sensors detected something scientifically impossible that the unshakable confidence of the veteran crew began to shatter like glass under extreme pressure. It was not a traditional ship, at least not in the conventional sense their trained minds could process or categorize. It was literally a disturbing absence, an anomalous region of space-time where fundamental readings of quantum background fluctuation behaved in a completely abnormal and inexplicable manner. The Skrill's state-of-the-art sensors, meticulously calibrated to detect the smallest imaginable fluctuations in the delicate fabric of space-time, registered something that brutally violated their most fundamental physical models of how the known universe should function according to all established natural laws. Automated spectral analysis revealed even more disturbing and scientifically impossible patterns. The microscopic fluctuations in the quantum vacuum, those infinitesimal and omnipresent vibrations that permeate all supposedly empty space, showed localized gravitational distortions that unequivocally suggested the physical presence of something with completely impossible physical properties according to known physics. It was as if the very fundamental fabric of observable reality was being deliberately manipulated by technology that completely transcended the most advanced Skrill understanding of metamaterials, adaptive camouflage, and electromagnetic manipulation. Their most sophisticated and sensitive detection systems, technologically capable of detecting thermal signatures less than 1,000th of a degree Kelvin and electromagnetic fluctuations in the attojoule range, registered only the statistical equivalent of natural cosmic background noise. Then, without any detectable warning or possible preparation, the ghostly presence instantly materialized into observable reality with a precision that defied all known laws of physics. The human ship emerged from apparent total non-existence as a terrifying and definitive revelation of the fundamental technological inadequacy of Skrill civilization. There was absolutely no detectable signature of spatial warp, no measurable temporal distortion, no residual energy release, simply nothing to indicate dimensional transition or displacement through hyperspace. The human vessel was simply there, positioned with mathematically perfect accuracy to completely intercept Nightshade's planned route, as if it had prior knowledge of their movements or had been patiently waiting at that exact location for an indeterminate time. The design of the human ship equally defied all aesthetic and functional paradigms of shipbuilding that Vlalan knew intimately. It did not follow the elegant organic lines favoured by the Skrill, nor the brutal angular geometry favoured by known warrior species. It was something completely different. A seemingly impossible fusion of smooth curves and precise angles that felt both familiar and utterly alien. Multiple antennas and sensor discs of unknown purpose projected from its surface, in configurations that seemed to follow incomprehensible mathematical principles, while its colour subtly varied as different wavelengths of light struck it, suggesting a surface composed of active metamaterials dynamically responding to the surrounding environment. Panic erupted instantly on the Nightshade's command bridge, like a devastating psychological explosion. Shrill alarms blared simultaneously across dozens of different consoles as camouflage systems catastrophically failed, and sensor readings became completely chaotic and contradictory. The very presence of the human ship seemed to fundamentally interfere with Skrill electronics in ways that transcended simple jamming or conventional electronic warfare. It was as if its physical existence created interference fields operating at fundamental quantum levels. Even more terrifying, the human ship had not only detected them through their supposedly impenetrable camouflage, but its systems were actively probing and penetrating Nightshade's most advanced privacy shields as if they were non-existent. Vlar watched in growing horror as ultra-secret data about system configurations, military capabilities, and even biometric information of the crew were accessed and analysed by an intelligence operating at impossible processing speeds. It was a technological violation so deep that it transcended simple espionage. It was as if the human ship could read the thoughts of Skrill technology itself. Nightshade desperately attempted evasive maneuvers, its engines burning at full power as Vlar barked orders through the chaos of the bridge. But the human ship did not pursue, did not fire, did not show any obvious hostility. It simply rotated slowly on its axis with predatory grace, keeping its multiple sensor systems focused on the fleeing Skrill ship like a predator passively watching its prey escape, silently transmitting the unequivocal message that it could catch and destroy it at any moment it wished. The demonstration of superiority was more terrifying than any direct attack could have been. The Skrill's confidence, built over centuries of stealth mastery, evaporated in an instant of pure terror. To be detected was bad. To have their most secret systems penetrated with apparent ease was unthinkable. That human ship was not just there. It saw them. It knew them. Nightshade tried desperately to maneuver away, its engines burning at full power. The human ship did not pursue. It simply rotated slowly on its axes, keeping its multiple sensors focused on the fleeing Skrill ship. The human ship did not fire. It did not pursue. It did not need to. The damage was already done. The mere revelation of its presence, of its ability to nullify the Skrill's greatest advantage, was a psychological weapon more potent than any torpedo. It simply watched the pathetic escape, a predator watching its prey flee, knowing it could catch it at any moment. Vlar and his crew escaped, but the mission was a resounding failure. Worse, they returned not with data on the humans, but with a paralyzing fear. That glimpse, that silent, omniscient presence, changed everything. Skrill's stealth, their greatest pride, was useless against such an adversary. The panic did not remain contained to the Nightshade. It spread through the Skrill High Command. Humans were not only powerful in open combat, they were masters of the shadows in a way the Skrill had never imagined. The glimpse of that single ship was enough to rewrite their military doctrine and instill a deep fear of the unknown.